How do you correctly pronounce the bookstore name? Hugendubel. Hugendubel. Why do you say Hugendubel? I think somebody played with me and they made like the U thing someday in the past. Okay, Hugendubel. Hello people, my name is Samu Haber. I'm from Finland and I'm finally experienced the Hugendubel Booketlist. So, everybody started talking about Harari's Sapiens a few years ago, and usually when that happens, I'm like, everybody likes it, maybe I don't like it, and I fought against it a little bit of time. It's like a Bible. It's like explains it all, how we are, why we are, the way we are nowadays, because it kind of tells where we actually come from. No book in the world is the actual truth, ever, of course. This is probably one of the best books ever written. I mean, one of the 5, anyways. If I watch TV or if I don't know, like listen to podcasts or something, it's not the same. But with the book, it kind of like shuts out the whole world. And somehow I also feel sometimes that I would like to go faster, maybe like speed up my reading. But it's at least for a guy like me, it's really good that you actually have to understand and digest what you read, and like then you let your imagination to, I don't know, paint a picture of what you're just reading and understanding. Yes, I started doing therapy for good reasons. My therapist said like, do you like reading? I was like, yeah, I read sometimes, and said like, okay, I mean, you read what you like, but maybe one of the good books you could read if you like could be Awareness from Anthony de Mello. Somehow I was always a little against all of this in the past, like this mindfulness or this awareness or this all that stuff. I was actually also against yoga and all that stuff, meditation and stuff. Funny to say that because I do yoga basically almost every day, and I usually never go on stage without warming up my body. It kind of says it all in the cover already. Trying to be in this moment, which is actually the only moment where we can ever be, because yesterday is already gone. It could have been beautiful or whatever it was, but we cannot get it back. And tomorrow is not here yet. We can prepare for tomorrow and make sure that tomorrow could be nice or whatever. If it's a cold day, we make sure we have a jacket for tomorrow. But the only moment where we can be in right now is now. When you're aware of things that happen around you, you kind of can be aware of them and then you can accept them. Read it. It's not hoba like spiritual stuff. It's actually some very, very important and smart lines in this book. So I'm part of the jury at the television show here in Germany called The Voice of Germany. It's a lot of spotlights and studio lights and sounds and noise, thousands of people in the room, 10 million people watching it on television. And it can create this strange vibe in your body and in your soul, and you get tired of it. And this season, I'm back there after a 3 or 4 year break. It was like really long days. I was really tired. And of course, then I started feeling like, okay, I'm gonna look so bad on television and I'm gonna be so slow with my comments or whatever. And then I became aware of that. Then I tried like, okay, why should I just like not accept it and just be here in my own space? And really for a moment, I felt like I'm sitting like a monk, and then your pulse goes down, then you breathe through your nose, you breathe slowly out through your mouth, and you just like kind of understand that nothing bad will happen kind of ever. And it was very beautiful. So even on the voice chair, usually that it doesn't work, but then it did. Let's go. Okay, talking about Bibles. There's no ranking of who's like the coolest guy in the music business, but he's the boss of music. Like from the genres he did, from rock and roll to pop and everything. What I do for a living, I write songs, and then there's this industry around me. I listen to my record company, I listen to my agents and publishers and managers and even my friends, even my mom. I should listen to her more because she's usually right about everything. But what Rick Rubin says in this book, on every word, on every page, kind of, he says like, do your own thing. And that's like a gift from heaven. Like, I was really having tears in my eyes with some of the paragraphs. And we need these friends and loved ones around us who tell us that you're good, this is fantastic, it's a great thing you're writing songs. And then we also need this guy who's the most successful person ever in the music history to tell us it's okay to fail. And that kind of gives you extra pair of wings to try flying a bit higher or a bit faster or a bit crazier or whatever. And there the magic actually happens. Because when you dare to take the chance of failing, that's when amazing moments can actually come to you. This one I got from my martial arts master. Actually, I got a few books from him, and if he gives me a book, even though the cover would say, this is how you make chocolate cake, I would read it because I respect and love him so much. This. And so, Siddhartha from Hermann Hesse. This is actually the first book my martial arts trainer, Timo, gave me. And it was in the times when I spoke to him about stepping out of my band. I used to have a really successful band called Sunrise Avenue. Everything was perfect. It was huge, it was big, and the people were good and everything was fine, but it didn't feel right. And then one day he came to me and he brought me this book, Siddhartha, in Finnish. I was wondering, like, okay, wow, weird. This is like a story of the guy in India, like, used to have it all, and then like, let's go of everything. I have to check, when is this written? Like in the 50s or 60s or something. 22, fuck! And some stories, they just take time and they actually just get better. And I actually have it now in my hotel room because I decided to read it again. You understand them in some way and you read the same text again. Sometimes it happens that it has changed somehow because you're also the new you, so I'm going through it again. I know there's a few people in Helsinki when they watch it like, you were saying good things about Jordan Peterson. Yes, I am, because I actually respect him and I like him. 12 Rules of Life. I have to say I'm a bit of a fan. This definitely will make you think about a lot of things in life, about reproduction to like taking care of your own stuff in life, taking care of yourself and the others around you. It's not a unicorn planet we're living on. Sometimes feels like it here in Hamburg by the river, but it's not a unicorn planet, and we are different. We see things differently. I don't think there's any real rules of life besides like trying to be nice to others and to this nice world that we've been given, but there's some good thoughts in this one that it wouldn't harm if many people would at least digest them a little bit and see how they feel about them. Jordan Peterson, you're the boss. Let's see what we have. This guy. No, I'm so proud of this. It even says Spiegel bestseller Platz 1. I'm very thankful to Thomas Nyholm who wrote it together with me. I mean, he wrote every word. Actually, I wrote some of the stuff. We planned this together. How much love and time he gave me. It's actually crazy when you release a book, because when you release a song, it's 3 minutes. And you can go to your own Instagram or wherever, and people say like, I love the chorus, or no, this is not your style, or whatever. The feedback comes straight away. When you release a book, it's silence of 2 days. I've done big marathons in my life. I've been sweating a lot. I've been playing in hot clubs, and I've been arrested twice, and I know what it means to sweat. But these couple days before the feedback started coming, it was like, what the f is happening in the world? I just opened my heart, everything, and nobody's saying nothing. They're not even saying like, they just said like, great that your book is out, like, where's the feedback? But then when it started coming, I was so amazed of like the intelligence, like how smart people actually are and how loving they are. And it's like, I feel it in my throat. I mean, everybody, thank you for reading it. And thank you for giving your time from your lives to my little story. And it's crazy. It's probably the coolest project I ever did in my life. Maybe there's a sequel someday, but I promise you there won't be a full book in a few years. In that sequel, in the next volume 2, I wouldn't be arrested as many times as I was here. And I hope that I wouldn't break that many hearts and that my heart wouldn't break that many times. But then again, I wish that I got arrested again, maybe for other reasons this time, maybe for like fishing in the wrong lake or something.
Perfect. Thank you
So
very much.
good, yeah.